Welcome to Airstream Wheeler. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps our channel. We've had our Airstream Spaceship Grill for over 6 months now, and we'd like to share a little bit of a review of how we feel about the grill and how we mount it for travel. We picked up the grill at the Airstream factory store, along with some other parts and accessories on our way through Jackson Center, Ohio. The grill that Airstream sells is a modified Weber. As nearly as I can tell, I would have to take off the lid, which is easy because it just has cotter pins, to be able to fit in this outside compartment. But I chose not to do that. I chose to mount it up front on the hitch. My goal for a place to mount the grill was to set up something fairly simple. I just took 2 pieces of aluminum here, and then I used 2 more pieces as backers, just to make sure it was well supported. I really didn't have an understanding of how much wind would affect this behind the truck, buffeted by the wind. It seems like it doesn't move. It really doesn't even lift the cover on the grill. The grill feet basically sit in these little tracks here, and then just some cheap bungee cords hold it down to a ring that I've added on both sides. And then the final touch is a cheap $5 bike lock that just acts as a deterrent. Clearly somebody could steal this if they wanted to. Probably the only downside is that this doesn't open past the grill, so we don't really use this window for cross ventilation, but there's enough other windows and a fantastic fan to get good airflow. This is a 2006 trailer, and it didn't have a propane quick disconnect. And so there was an elbow here, which I replaced with a T so that I could add the connection. The grill itself actually came with the hose. So what I was looking for was a valve that I could put on the T, and ultimately that's what we have here. It clears the sway control. Don't have an issue with any clearance on that. Ultimately, if I had it to do again, I'd figure out a way to not have it facing forward, but otherwise I think it works just fine. I guess the best advice I can give is make sure you know what the inside diameter of this is, or what's compatible with the valve that you get for your trailer. I got one at the Ace hardware store that actually was different, and what it has to do is activate a valve inside the hose, and if this inside diameter is different, it won't trip the valve to open up and let the gas flow through the hose. The propane hose length is adequate most of the time, but I can see where under some conditions we might want a longer one. The grill doesn't have its own propane pressure regulator, so it relies on the regulator on the trailer to lower the gas pressure to a safe level. As with most any gas or water, inline means on. There's an available stand for the grill that comes from Weber, but we didn't think it was necessary. It'd just be something extra to store. We can usually get to the picnic table at a campsite, or use the truck tailgate, or possibly one of our storage totes. So now after 6+ months of use, I can say that we would definitely buy this grill again. The heat and the cooking times are very comparable to a full-size propane grill. It's definitely hot enough to sear well. We can fit 8 burgers on it at a time. It'll cook a whole pack of thick-cut bacon as well. We've definitely enjoyed using it through the summer months because it keeps the heat load out of the Airstream. I have to say the occasional deep clean that it needs is not my favorite chore, but I would definitely recommend it to anybody who wants a small but functional grill.